It's 5:11 a.m., 8-mile run on the way.
Coming now to sit. Sitting on a chair, a cushion, or a stool.
Right here, right now, we are going to talk about one of my favorite topics, life of an SDR, how you can become more successful sooner rather than later with the 11 skills every SDR must master. I'm just finishing up my day right now in the office grinding. It's about 6:12 p.m. We started the day together this morning at 5 a.m. I got the 8-mile run in, have been working all day, limited breaks, got a game of ping pong in, and we're about to get into it in this video. If you're in software sales, if you're looking to get in software sales, make sure to leave a like on this video now and subscribe to the channel for more sales videos. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so your support would mean so much to me. Also, stick around until the end of the video for a message, how I'm able to show up early and stay late each and every day. As we think about life of an SDR, what is an SDR? What do they do? And then we'll get into the 11 skills. SDR, sales development representative, you're tasked with generating pipeline, qualifying leads, setting up meetings for account executives like myself. You're not actually working deals or closing revenue. That's what I do as an account executive. As an SDR, you're mostly incentivized based on either generated meetings, set up demos, pipeline generation. That's what we do here at our company. For example, the average SDR needs to generate $250,000 in pipeline each month. Pipeline is if you set up a meeting, I run the meeting, I qualify the lead, meaning there's a potential they can buy. I set then a figure of the potential deal value, which is essentially pipeline, how much the deal could close for. The more pipeline, the more revenue business is going to generate, which is why the SDR function is the backbone of any great sales organization in tech sales. As we think about the 11 skills, the reason why they matter is that the better understanding you have of the skills that actually help you become more successful sooner rather than later, the faster you're going to be able to promote, the more money you're going to make, the more fun you're going to have, and hopefully the better ability you'll have to help other people. And that's why I'm committed to making videos each and every day for this channel. Let's get into the skills right now. Number one is customized outreach. To me, this means how do you generate meetings? And the most common approach is from a prospecting standpoint, and this is universal, and it never goes away. So no matter how high up you go in a business, even if you become an enterprise software sales rep, you'll still need a prospect. Email prospecting, cold calling, doing any sort of marketing activities. Hopefully you're getting warm leads that you can capitalize on. Social selling, that kind of plays into that as well. I know that video prospecting is becoming popular. I've never done it, so let me know if you've ever done a video prospecting. And I also saw something the other day about text prospecting. I think if you meet with someone and you get on a good basis with them, then you should text, but to prospect, I don't think people would like that. But of course, let me know if you've tried it below. You need to get creative with your outreach. You need to have volume. You need to have consistency. And the better you are at prospecting, the more pipeline you're going to generate. Really important skill to have and something that you want to continuously build on because it will help you become a more successful account executive. Skill number two is active listening and adaptability. What I mean by that is if you're on a cold call, number one, you need to be able to active listen. So when someone gives you an objection, you need to be able to understand, okay, to make sure I'm hearing you correctly, it sounds like you don't feel like you have the bandwidth and you don't want to meet until 2026. Okay, so from an adaptability standpoint, this is what I'd consider one of my strengths. There's macro and micro adaptability. Micro accountability is you're on a call, you hear an objection, and you're able to quickly pivot and say, well, 2026 is 5 years away. Maybe we should meet next month. That's quick adaptability. Macro adaptability is COVID hits. All of a sudden, everyone's working remote. No one has any budget. What do? You got to adapt to changing circumstances. So that's really important. Think about that. Number three is follow-up. Follow-up is critical, not only as a sales development rep, but as a sales rep, account executive like myself. And from a follow-up as an SDR, what you're typically doing is if you connect with a prospect on the phone, maybe they ask for a follow-up. And a pro trick here is if you ever get someone on the phone and they ask for a follow-up, say, I'll get you a follow-up, but what specifically caught your attention about my messaging that you liked? If you can find something, then say, well, it sounds like that's valuable to you. I'm gonna get you this follow-up, but I live and die by my calendar. I'm gonna send you a tentative invite as well for XYZ date. Does that work for you? That's what follow-up looks like right there, guys. Number four, resilience. You're gonna get hung up on a lot. You're gonna get rejected a lot. I actually got hung up on twice today, brutal hang up. I got put in a body bag. I'm still in a casket like 10 feet below. And I'm so resilient, and not trying to tout myself up, but I'm borderline psychopath, that I called the lady back immediately. I left her a voicemail. Hey, I must have lost you there. Sorry about that. And I added her to an auto email campaign, 6 straight auto emails. That's resilience. People are going to tell you no, and that doesn't mean they're not interested. That just means they don't want to buy right now. Never be discouraged. Coachability, that's the next skill. Coachability is something I really hold my hat on. The only reason you wouldn't be coachable is if you have a big ego and if you think you're too good. Everyone should be coachable, even LeBron James, even the top CEOs. They need coaching because it's all about continuous improvement. That's why Tom Brady was so good, because Bill Belichick is going to hold him accountable and going to coach him. As a sales rep, be honest with yourself. Where are you lacking from a skill standpoint? And then how can you get better? Ask other people what to do as well. And ultimately, those who outlearn, those will outpace and outperform. I don't know why I hiccup over when I talk fast and talk a lot, but coachability is really important. The next skill, self-awareness. I think self-awareness plays into coachability, and I think this is just knowing yourself, knowing your emotions. How are you feeling today? What are your goals? What are you good at? What are you not good at? And something I do to become more self-aware is meditation. Each and every morning, as you guys see, 20 minutes of meditation. I think about what's going well in life, what's not going well. What do I want? Why? And be super honest with yourself about how you're feeling, what you want, and that will help you become more self-aware. And by also getting feedback and the coachability piece, it all ties together. The next skill, organization. As an SDR, you can be an outbound SDR where you're purely a hunter finding your own leads, or you can be an inbound SDR where leads come to you. Either role, you need to be organized because you need to send calendar invites. You need to know when to follow up. You need to know who's doing what, when. You need to communicate with your AEs and everyone involved, manage your calendar. So organization is something I'm not good at, but you learn how to get better over time, because if you don't, you won't last very long. The next skill, curiosity. Curiosity is important because you need to be able to ask questions. That's what sales is all about. So whether you're on a cold call, whether someone tells you an objection, you need to be curious about them, their business, their needs, what they care about, and that will help you better align your product or service or solution with what they want so that you can get your desired outcome, generating pipeline, setting up meetings. The next skill is to leave a like on this video now if you haven't already. Realistically, relationship building. I'm hoping to build a relationship with you, and the better relationship you can build with your prospects, the more effectively you're going to be able to set up meetings, generate pipeline, do your thing. So make sure to be really deliberate with looking at everyone you come in contact with. Never burn bridges, and always look at them as if you'll always be in contact with them forever. Maybe they'll be able to help you down the line. So always approach the long-term perspective. The next skill, overcoming objections. This is something I hold my hat on. It's really important. Objections never go away. Whether you're trying to set up a meeting, whether you're trying to ask a girl or guy on a date, whether you're trying to ask for a specific order at a restaurant, they tell you no. Okay, well, what about this? Doesn't work. Always got to go back. Never be discouraged. And this is something that I really like to do, and I think is really important. The final skill is consistency. You got to win each and every day. If you want to be a dominator, if you want to be one of the top reps of your company, if you want to live a special life, it's okay to have bad days. Everyone feels lost from time to time, but you cannot stack bad days. You need to be consistent. You need to know what a successful day looks like, and you need to stack productive, positive days, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, and it exponentially grows and improves. Those are the 11 skills you need to master as an SDR. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. Of course, third time I've asked you guys, have you liked? Of course, comment down below for the algorithm, or what was your favorite skill? What other video would you like to see? Connect with me on LinkedIn. Of course, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for a special message. The fastest way to make more money is by waking up before the sun comes up and leaving the office after the sun comes down. A question I got today is, Trent, why do you come into the office every day? Can't you do your job at home? And in the back of my head, I said, yeah, of course I can work from home. We worked from home the entire last year, and a lot of you guys are thinking, I want to work remote. I like software sales because I have complete freedom and flexibility. The reason I go into the office each and every day is because that building back there is the solution to change my life and improve everything around me. I don't like being in my place. I don't like my apartment. there's a lot I don't like about my life. If you're not happy where you're at right now, for example, there's an apartment I can see down there that I wanted to live in, but I didn't think I could afford, even though I technically can afford it. But bottom line is, going into that building, the office, is the solution to everything in your life. So that's why I spend the majority of my time there, because I'm trying to change my entire financial condition, my circumstances, my future. And that's really what I do. So if you're looking to change your life, go into the office.